Thank you. So welcome to a dedication on this feast day 3 to the Buddhist monk Thich Nhat Hanh. So let us start by settling into our space. Let's find and be very conscious of the space that we are in. Are we comfortable? Do we feel safe? Are our candles that are burning maybe, are they fine? Is the door shut? And are you sitting comfortably in your chair or on the floor, on the sofa, wherever you are? I always say this, there are no rules to meditation. It's simply feeling into the greatest sense of comfort for yourself. So settling in, I'm going to read you an opening quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. In Buddhism, we see that teaching is done not only by talking, but also by living your own life. Your life is the teaching. Your life is the message. And since I continue to sit, to walk, to eat, to interact with the Sangha and people, I continue to teach. Even if I have already encouraged my senior students to begin to replace me, giving talks. So he knew that it was time in his long life to pass over the mantle. And his passing 1 year ago on Sunday, on the 22nd of January, is testament to the fact that he held a community deep in his heart. So I invite you now, as we move into meditation, to simply close your eyes. And the meditations that they teach within this tradition are what they call embodied meditations, embodied mindfulness. It's the merging of the mind with body. And they do this predominantly through the breath, but also any activity of life. Let's start with the breath, and I'll explain more at the end. So we're going to be breathing in peace and love. So our eyes are closed and we're feeling comfort. I'd like you to raise a very gentle smile to your lips and feel the sensation. Become aware of the sensation of the gentle smile on the lips. Feel into that smile and maybe make the smile a little deeper. And maybe a little bigger. Stay with comfort. And then we let that smile go. And that's the body part. See if you're able to make a visual image in your mind of you smiling. Focus on that smile in your mind's eye. Sometimes this isn't easy, but the power of attention and the willingness to try is the mindful part. So we let that go. Our eyes are closed, and I'm going to be leading you into a 6-part breathing experience of mind and body. So let's start. And as we breathe in, I'd like you to say to yourself, I am breathing in. And as you breathe out, I'd like you to say silently to yourself, I am breathing out. It's a simple practice. We're not altering the breath at all. What we're doing is we're starting the inner dialogue of the breath and noticing the breath. I am breathing in and I am breathing out. And if you find your mind wanders as you're in this moment, bring it back consciously to I am breathing in silently to yourself and I am breathing out. And feel where the natural breath is entering and being in the body. You may need to bring your mind back again and again, and that's fine. We're not stopping thoughts, we're practicing this focused attention. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. So that's the first stage. You've connected with the breath. Now stay with that. I am breathing in, I am breathing out. For 2 minutes, I'll watch the time and keep bringing your attention back. Let's do this in the stillness of the space. You may well find your mind's been wandering, and that's fine. But staying with this is the mindful part of the mind, being aware of the mind. So now the next stage is we say silently to ourselves, breathing in, I am aware of the body. Breathing out, I smile to my body. And you consciously smile. Breathing in, I am aware of the body. Breathing out, I smile to my body. Become aware of the breath in the body. Feel the breath in the body. I am aware of the body. And as I breathe out, I smile to my body. And the next gentle stage of this is relaxation of the body. And with the mind, we will relax the body. So I will lead you into a mindfulness relaxation now. So with this focused awareness of attention, I invite you to bring your attention now to the top of your head and your forehead, and have the intention to relax the forehead. Attention on the eyes, relax the eyes. Relax the cheeks. And then feel the breath entering the nose, the nasal passages. And leaving. The breath in may well be cooler than the breath out through the nose. Follow the breath. And now we move to the mouth and the jaw. We release the jaw, and then we bring the tip of the tongue to rest gently behind the upper front teeth. Feel that little bit of skin behind the upper front teeth, and rest your tongue there gently, and then allow the teeth to gently rest where it's comfortable, but know that the jaw is naturally relaxed. So with your mind, take your attention now to the front of the throat and the back of the neck, and have the intention to release the back of the neck by taking the chin down just a little, so that you feel a very gentle stretch in the back of the neck. Move your attention to the shoulders, and with the power of the mind, have the intention to bring the shoulders up on the in-breath and down and back on the out-breath. So do this mindfully. This is the mindful embodiment of the breath, the mind and the body working together. And as you rest your shoulders down, you feel the expanse across the front of the chest. And you breathe into the front of the chest mindfully. And out mindfully. Feel it round the back. The back of the chest will expand to a greater degree when you breathe in. And then as you breathe out, have the intention to settle down the shoulders, the front and the back of the chest. And we take our attention down our arms. Down our arms and relax the arms. And the attention moves into the hands. The fingers and the thumb, and become aware of how the hands are resting on the lap. However they are is fine, because that's comfort, you found it. The point is the awareness, the embodied awareness of the pulses in the fingers and the thumbs. It may be a tingling. Maybe pulsating. Bring your mind to that embodied experience. And then we move now back up the arms. The chest is relaxed into the upper and lower belly, above and below the diaphragm. Sorry, the navel. So it may be that you want to breathe in a little deeper and feel the expanse of the embodied experience of the breath. And then breathe out And keep the belly relaxed. Take your attention round to the back, the lower part of the back, and intend to find comfort in this place. And at any time your body is asking you to move it, then please do, so that you find more comfort. Now down into the pelvic area of the buttocks and of the hips, the whole sacral area. Breathe in, and on the out breath, consciously relax. You may need to do this a couple of times for more comfort. Breathe in mindfully, and breathe out and relax the area of the hips, buttocks, the whole pelvic floor area. Now down into the upper part of the legs, front and back. Maybe breathe in and squeeze that area, and then on the out breath, consciously relax. Into the knees and into the lower legs. Breathe in, and then on the out breath, relax the whole of the legs into the ankles. And then take your attention now to the heels, the arch of each foot and the sole of each foot. Feel it resting on the earth, on Mother Earth. And then the 10 toes. Maybe wiggle them. Your mind, the attention of the mind is sending the message into the body. It's an embodied experience. Take your toes and the whole of your feet and rest in awareness of them resting on the ground. Now, as we are moving into stillness, if you become aware that there is an area in your body that's needing a little more attention, I invite you to send a loving intention on the in-breath to the space that may have tension, and then on the out-breath, consciously relax a little more. And then fill that area with more spaciousness and breath. This is very healing. Be still in this moment. And now we move on to the awareness of feelings. So let's, in the stillness, generate a feeling of joy. This naturally happens as we are present in the moment. But we also have the ability to bring our attention to something that brings us joy. So go into the mind and feel the feeling of joy as you generate an image of something or somebody that brings great joy into your life. Be with that feeling. Embody that feeling. Let's generate a feeling of happiness. And a very natural way to do that is by smiling. Smile to yourself. There may be somebody or something, person, pet, place, that you feel very happy when you bring them to mind. So if you feel inclined to do that, or you may naturally have that feeling of happiness in this moment through this mindfulness practice. But the smile is a beautiful way to generate happiness within. So let us together be in the silence that we have co-created. And if you'd like a mantra to do this, as you breathe in peace. And as you breathe out love. Or maybe simply say to yourself, I am breathing in, I am breathing out. So I'll watch the time. Be with the breath. We let these words fade away. And we rest in the present moment, mind and body in alignment. And as I share some of the words of Thich Nhat Hanh, may I be his voice. Breathe, my dear. Be conscious of your breath. Breathe, my dear. Breathe. It will be okay. Breathe. It will be okay. Breathe. I am alive. Breathe. I am alive. We are alive. We have a precious body. The mind is stiller. The body is more relaxed. Simply become aware of that state of being in this moment. We're now going to start to energize ourselves from this state of stillness and relaxation, where anything is possible, pure potentiality. Let's start to energize the feet first. Wiggle the toes. Move the ankles. Have the intention to move the ankles. And then gently rub the hands together. We've sat for a little while. Keep the hands and move the hands together. And if you're feeling that you like a little more warmth in the body, have the intention of maybe rubbing the arms a little or the shoulders. Become aware of the movement of the hands on the body. This is the mind telling the body to move. Okay. And then a smile on the lips. And before we conclude this meditation, in the stillness, I'd like to read a closing quote from Thich Nhat Hanh. The joy of beginning to meditate is like leaving the busy city and going off to the countryside to sit under a tree. We feel ourselves filled with peace and joy. What a relief. Breathing in, we know we are alive. When we breathe mindfully, we reclaim our territory of body and mind, and we encounter life in the present moment. The fact that we are alive is truly a miracle. We could say there is nothing special about it, but when we are deeply aware of being alive in this moment, we see how wonderful it is. Thank you.